Okay, y'all. The Epstein list is out and it is disgusting. The things that's coming out right now, y'all. It really is. And it just, I didn't know what to think, to be honest with y'all. So many celebrities' names is coming up, the presidents and past presidents and all kind of stuff. Um, I'm sick to my stomach. I had to go to Gematria just to see what would pop up if I put some of the names in there. So we're going to talk about that, okay, y'all? Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To my day ones, twos, and threes, thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged. Some is not, and the fair act use is in my description box, y'all. So, let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Monday. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all, sick to my stomach. Sick to my stomach, y'all. Just going through some of this stuff that's coming out. I am sick to my stomach, y'all. I'm not lying. This type of stuff I don't even like to talk about. It's just disgusting to me. The things that's coming out. So the Epstein list is coming out and a lot of information is being, hidden. A lot of stuff they're letting out. I'm noticing that they are releasing a lot of stuff with, people of color pictures on it. Okay. A lot of people are confused. People been sending me all kind of stuff saying, "Can you do the gematria? See what's going on?" Because I don't know what to believe about Michael Jackson and Chris Tucker and Trump and all of these people, and Clinton and this and that and that and this. One thing I have to say is you are the company you keep. Yo, if you don't fit in with certain people, stay away from them. But if you with them all the time and you get along with them when nobody else does, that tells you a lot. That tells you a lot, okay? And one thing's for surely sure, some of these people that's on these pictures are on there a lot more than others. Okay, y'all? Some of these people that's on these pictures, you can tell the look on their face that they are enjoying the company that they're keeping. Okay, y'all? And it's hard for me to believe that they didn't know what was going on or they didn't have anything to do with it and this and that and that and this. Now, I wasn't there. I don't know. But according to Gematria, one person is standing out a little bit more than others. And a lot of smut is coming up under his name. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. The very one person you wouldn't even thought name is popping up out of all of these people. And I'm going to continue to put the different names in Gematria just to see what else is popping up. Okay, y'all? But one stood out more than others, and we're going to get to it. We are going to get to it. Okay, y'all? A lot of people trying to figure it out. What's going on? Why is Michael there? Why is Chris Tucker there? Why is they so chummy with these people? Did they play a part in some of the stuff that was going on? Okay, y'all? I put Michael Jackson name in there. Nothing popped up under him as far as Gematria concerned that he did any wrongdoings to whatever. And I do believe if they could have got anything on Michael would have been locked up. I'm just going to put it out there. But on the other hand, if Michael Jackson would have done some stuff to the point where he were around these people when he did it, and then I think that would have helped him cover it up because he could have told on them. So, the things that Michael did was kind of stupid, y'all. Okay? It was real stupid. You don't invite little ones to your house and then they end up in your bed. Okay? Even if you want to tell people you wasn't in there with them and this and that and this, it leaves a lot to your imagination, like what really was going on now. with those little ones. You know, I was one that stood behind Michael through thick and thin. Like, no, Michael just went through some things and this and that and that and this. But as the years are going past and the more and more information is coming out, and I saw a picture, y'all. I saw a picture with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, and two little ones in that file. And it could have been innocent, but at the same time, they blocked the little one's picture out. You got to think about Diana Ross, y'all. A lot of rumors are swirling around. I don't know if they're true or not, but they are saying that she groomed Michael Jackson. That Michael Jackson was actually, mingling and tingling with Diana Ross. A word on the street. Word on the street. So it just make, some people that, these things are done to, they turn around and do them to other people. Look at Diddy and look at Usher and this and that. He brought, Justin Bieber to the table. Okay, y'all? You got to think about that as well. Michael Jackson grew up in an industry of sick individuals, y'all. He really did. So it makes you wonder if he really did do some of the things that they say he did. You know what I'm saying? But he was just slick about not getting caught. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the same time, they wanted him so bad. They wanted him in jail so bad that it's a possibility that nothing happened. That it really was an innocent situation. So I put his name in Gematria and nothing came up, y'all. Nothing came up on Michael that he would do anything as far as these little ones. Now maybe I got to do a little bit more digging or this and that and moving, adding more stuff in there to see. But nothing came up, okay, y'all, when it came to Michael. So far, I'm going to still say Michael could have just been, not developed in the mind enough or been through a lot of stuff when he was younger that, growing up in a Jehovah's Witness household is not easy on little ones. When you are in school and everybody else is celebrating holidays and birthdays and this and that and this, and you are left out to not do anything. And you add that on top of a career for a little one his age when he started out. He didn't have a childhood. He didn't have a life. And this is why I always felt like Michael was trying to live through those little ones that he was around. And I still feel that way about Michael. So I'm going to I'm going to stand on that when it comes to Michael. Now, Chris Tucker, on the other hand, y'all. He's on so many pictures. So many pictures. And it's hard for me to believe that he didn't know anything. Now, he did come out and he did say that he didn't have anything to do with none of that stuff. He didn't know what was going on. This is what he said. But is it true, y'all? You got to ask yourself this question. Is it true? Chris Tucker act like he came on it. When he came out, he had so many people that was in his corner, y'all. So many people was in his corner. And he turned his back on his community. He joined that, $20 million, and up a group of people. And you couldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. He didn't want nothing to do with none of the movies that he was most popular for and this and that. He had pretty much seemed like he sold out to, the elites. And you gotta ask yourself why, y'all. You have to. It makes you wonder. Now, a lot of people is on the fence about Chris Tucker. And, like I said, people were sending me, a lot of people don't want to believe that Chris Tucker would be a part of some stuff like this. But I keep saying, you are the company you keep. He had the most pictures out of everybody hanging out with Epstein and them. Okay, y'all? He had the most pictures out of everybody. Now, this is what he came out and said after the information came out about all the pictures in the company he was keeping. Now, I'm going to say this before I play what he said. I believe that Chris Tucker only came out because he got a movie coming out right now and he's trying to do a comeback. Word on the street is Rush Hour 4 is in the, in the making. Okay, it's supposed to be coming out. I don't know if they finished or not. I don't know. But this was his comeback. This was his comeback, y'all. And this was released and all of this stuff right before his comeback. And a lot of people is removing him from their playlist and all of that stuff. His movies and all of that stuff. So I feel this is why he came out and said something. Now let's play what he said, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, I did. We flew Bill Clinton and a lot of different. That was a humanitarian trip to Africa, and I met him on that trip because it was his plane. I didn't know who plane we was getting on, but it was a whole bunch of dignitary people. We was with a delegation, and yeah, I met him, and you don't know people what they do in their private lives, so yeah.
But tell me this, Chris. He was on this private plane, and you could tell that it was a private plane because they called it, was it Lolita Express?
Oh, yeah, it was a private plane, yes. Oh, yes.
But wait a minute. You didn't never go to that island, did you?
No. I don't know where that thing at.
So they asked Chris Tucker, did he ever go to that island? Now, I don't know if y'all saw that video or everything, but the look on Chris Tucker's face looked like he's lying. I'm just saying, this is my personal opinion. It looked like he's lying, y'all. I'm just going to put it out there, okay? I want to know what people are saying in the comment section after they saw him come out and say what he said. Some people are saying Rush Hour 4 is ruined. So that's the first comment. The next comment is saying nervous laugh because he went. That laugh was nervous, y'all. Nervous laughter. This is what everybody is saying in the comment section. Why he's laughing. They saying he talked about this many years ago in the general public before all this stuff came out about Epstein. Okay? The eyes closed to hide away from the lies. A lot of people don't believe Chris Tucker, y'all. Somebody said, oh yeah, he lying. They saying he's been on that island. So, I put his name in Gematria. I did. I put his name in Gematria. And Gematria is Gematria. It doesn't mean that it's true or not, or this and that and this. Okay, y'all? But when I put Chris Tucker's name in there, y'all, the things that came up in Gematria was crazy. Okay, y'all? Little one traffic to the king popped up in his numbers. Little one kid to the napping, it was popping up, y'all. In his numbers. All over the place. It just lit up like a Christmas tree. And I'm like, whoa. And when I saw that video, everybody was sending it to me with him saying, oh no, and start laughing. Y'all, he looked guilty. He really do. He looked like he's lying. He really does. And I keep thinking about when Trump was saying this is going to ruin lives and this and that if we release this stuff and this and that and this. Was he talking about them or was he talking about himself? Now, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section because 99% of the times when I put Gematria in there, the stuff has been coming out true. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Really sick stuff coming out, y'all. Sick stuff. And this is another thing that makes me sick to my stomach. Trump, y'all. I have to say it. I have to say it what it is. The things that's coming out, ain't no denying that he wasn't there. That he didn't know what was going on. I cannot say that Trump didn't know. I cannot say that he didn't play a part in some of this stuff. I really can't. Because what I'm saying and what I'm reading and this and that and this, it just makes you sick to your stomach, y'all. It really does. Some of the little robes, y'all. Look at the little robe right here. This is not an adult robe, y'all. This is a robe for a little one. These are some of the pictures that were taken, y'all, of the robes. Of what some of the, victims had to wear and prance around for some of these people. I saw all of these, folders right here. Word on the street is these folders are filled with little ones' pictures. Yo. Pictures. They kept notes of the little ones, their ages, the this, the that, the that, the that. Y'all, I'm disgusted by this. Now I see why they say, the Bible says, don't put your trust in men. Don't do that. Don't vote for men. They will disappoint you. Vote for God. Now I see. You know what I'm saying? Now I see. I'm disgusted, y'all, with the president, with Clinton. He's all over the place. He's all over the place, y'all. People wasn't so much tripping on Clinton when, he got some brain and all of that stuff. Because they figure like she was a grown woman. If she gave it to him, blah, blah, blah. People looked at it in that way. He just was cheating on his wife. But when you are connected with some mess like this, and you hanging out at these islands, and this is what's going on over there, it make you just sick to your stomach about the people that's sitting in them offices, y'all. It make you sick to your stomach. It make you just feel like you can't win for losing. A lot of people stood in those lines to vote for Trump. A lot of people stood in those lines to vote for Clinton. Historic votes, y'all. And everybody is looking stupid right now. A lot of people, especially with this stuff coming out. A lot of people are. And who he was so friendly and chummy with. Y'all, I saw pictures of little ones with stuff rolled on their arms, their legs, their feet. I saw these pictures of outfits that were laying out on a bed. Look like school uniforms. These are the outfits that some of the victims had to wear. This was where some of their fetishes that they wanted to see them in school outfits and stuff like that, y'all. There were pictures of toys and stuff like that they used on the victims. A whole bed full of them, y'all. I didn't want to put up a lot of the pictures. I saw pictures with little ones that were tied up. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. These are some of the outfits, y'all. Now, this is what made me sick to my stomach. That I took the time to go out and even vote for somebody like this. Because now, you see why people come to your comment section and you say, both of them are both parties are evil. You just think you're voting for the lesser evil. But I don't think I voted for the lesser evil now. Because if you think about it now, and everybody was so peed off about all these people coming in the country and making, it dangerous in the United States for all of these people coming from different countries and this and that and that and this. We having to take care of all of these people and this and that and that and this. Now people is looking stupid now, y'all, because they're figuring out now what we would have rather had the border still open than to have somebody in there that is putting paws on little ones. And at the same time, there's so many stories about both parties now tied into this mess. Because we see now it's a game. That people that's pretending like, oh, they the Democrat, they the Republican, they don't get along, this and that and this. Behind closed doors, they really do. Look how chummy Trump is with Clinton. It's all been a game, y'all. All of this has been a game. And a study, raising property taxes, everything else. The people that's struggling is struggling even more now. Every time you go to the grocery store, I used to go and buy, the Kraft cheese in a box. Get the 3 little packs in there. It used to be $4.99. It's $9.99 now, y'all. Everything has doubled. We've been waiting for prices to go back down. I'm not seeing it yet, y'all. I'm not seeing it. It's all a game, y'all. And everybody's going to have to wake up. Everybody's going to have to wake up. We're getting mad at each other because, oh, this person vote for that person and this. When everybody got a good point of why that they voted for this person and that person and that person. Even the other side got a good point about how rather them staying there didn't put them in. Everybody got a good point. And people were into it. Families clashing over the election and this and that and this. And then this pop out and you just sitting there stuck. Like, are you serious? Some of the paperwork that came out, this is the most that got me, y'all. It says that the president, y'all, was introduced to a 14-year-old. Okay, y'all? A 14-year-old. And the person that introduced him to the 14-year-old said, this is a good one, right? And both of them start laughing. This got me, y'all. This got me. Trump smiled and nodded in agreement. Like, this is a good one. They're rating little ones. Ain't no way in the world now that he can say he wasn't a part of this. Ain't no way. Y'all. I'm disgusted. Y'all. This is why I've been trying to stay away from this story. Because I hate to see little ones being done dirty. There's so much going on in the news about little ones coming up missing and this and that and that and this. There is so much stuff going on in the system where little ones are being taken, y'all, from their parents and given away to other people that's not even seeing to them. And then all of a sudden they drop out the system. You don't know where they at. They're saying, and this is a statistic, that the majority of the little ones that's coming up missing are people that is in the system, y'all. Like DCFS custody and this and that and that and this. When they become like teenagers, a lot of them come up missing. Y'all, what's really going on out here? Look at all the little ones that's coming up missing in certain cities and states. What is it? Is it Iowa or one of those? That they got thousands, hundreds of little ones coming up missing per month. How does that, what's going on? Is that a hub or something? I think it's Iowa. I'm not sure. I think it's Iowa. What the heck is really going on? And why is stuff being hidden? It's already hideous, the things that we're hearing. So what is it that they're hiding now? Ask yourself this question. Who are they trying to protect? Because we see what they're doing. I know y'all see what they're doing. Out of all of these islands and this and that these visits from probably everybody, they're throwing the black ones in front of us. They throwing Michael Jackson in our face. They throwing Chris Tucker in our face. When we know doggone well, there's way more whites that's on that island than it was people of color. Who are they protecting, y'all? Who? They had people, royalty over there, okay, y'all? They had them over there as well. Other actresses, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I couldn't believe the people I was seeing. And it puts you in your thoughts of, could he have been this way? All of these years they've been saying Michael, was doing this and doing that. So many people was coming forth. And everybody was like, no, not Michael. But why was Michael around these people like that? It still puts something on your mind, like what's really going on. And it also puts something on your mind. So why are the people of color always the ones in the front? As if, we're the only ones that's out here doing this type of things. When we know different, y'all. So that too makes you wonder what's really going on. We see how all of these celebrities, all their dirt is coming out. Left and right and right and left, okay? And if they done did dirt, so be it, okay? We're going to roast them. We're going to talk about them, okay? That's our job to do. But why is they the only ones that's being put in the forefront when we know doggone well there are a lot more other races is mingling and tingling and doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing that's not being pushed up front? And I'm noticing a lot of white people that has these assault charges, y'all. A lot of them are being dropped. They bring it up and then all of a sudden it just goes away. But the black ones, they going full force on it. And it just makes you wonder. Do we not, say nothing about them just because, it's not fair that they're not doing everybody else the way they're doing them? No, I can't say that. I'm going to still talk about it. Because if your name is popping up in this, it is what it is. You knew you was around. Ain't nowhere in the world you've been around these people for this many years and you didn't know what they were up to. Ain't no way. Celebrities gossip just like the blogs do, y'all. They know what's going on. A lot of them do. A lot of them just quiet. They be quiet about it. But you think they don't hear the things that's going on? You think Chris Tucker didn't hear things that was going on if he didn't have anything to do with it? But why is his name ringing on Gematria like that? Like he did? That's my question. Y'all let me know what y'all believe in the comment section. Do you think it's a possibility that Chris Tucker is lying, y'all? Do you all think it's a possibility that Michael Jackson really was what they said he was? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Do y'all think that Trump is innocent in this? When you're seeing statements like that, this is a good one, right? And they laugh and saying, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one right there. Y'all, I'm sick to my stomach. For real, for real. I don't even think that I'm going to get in another line ever again. Because every single time you go out and you vote for somebody, the truth comes out. It comes out later. And you're like, what the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? You got Obama that was, he looked like one of us. But he had his foot on our necks, y'all, when he was in that office. He was out here befriending celebrities just like everybody else that get in that office does. And he was befriending people that was out here allegedly with bodies. Word on the street. Beyonce and Jay-Z now was hanging around them tight. And word on the street is Beyonce and Jay-Z and them out here doing all kind of stuff to people. So, like I said, you are the company you keep. And it seems like everybody that didn't been in this office ain't about nothing, y'all. Ain't about nothing. Who did Obama help, y'all? It sure wasn't us. He had crime rate going up. Y'all remember when Obama got in that office, what happened? Y'all remember? People was out here selling their food stamps just to pay their light and gas bill. A lot of programs were cut when he got in that office, y'all. And it seems to be just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. How much more is food going to go up? So black people, minorities just can't afford to eat anymore? Everybody going to be on a diet? Something got to give, y'all. It really does. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. We didn't really have a choice, y'all. We had no choice. The choice that we made, either way it went, we were going to be in trouble. And this is sad on so many levels, the things that's coming out. I really don't even want to see anything else about this. I'm disgusted with these people. For real, for real. I'm disgusted. Anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.